this Nancy Pelosi, man, this chick's had so many facelifts. One more and she'll be sporting a goatee. Anyway, welcome to Intellectual Froglegs. I'm loving this thing on the Bible. You know, over there on the History Channel, they are having a ratings bonanza. The ratings are through the roof. You know what this proves is that America hungers for decency. We're sick of this crap. Now look on the flip side. You got Jim Carrey. And who's not laughed out loud at Jim Carrey? But the dude made a career decision to make a political statement by playing a gay dude in a prison love affair.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So now his new movie's laying an egg. You know what, Hollywood? It don't matter how many gay characters you put on TV. The majority of Americans, we don't want to see two dudes making out. And just because I don't want to see two dudes making out does not make me homophobic. I don't want to see a man taking a dump either. Does that make me poopophobic? You would think one of these executives over there would say, you know, this is making money. This is a money maker. Let's do some more stuff that they actually want to see.
The question to everyone's answer is usually asked from within. From the burns of the rain and the truth they contain that are written right on your skin.
You know, on any given day, and today was no exception, there's so much insane nonsense going on. Insane. Our leaders are behaving like children who just got the keys to the liquor cabinet. I mean, we're talking about mental patients with badges. You know, the sad part of all this insane commentary is that our Republican Party, which is an absolute joke, is the only thing standing between us and these goose-stepping European socialists of our Democrat Party. You know, liberals ain't the problem. It's these fake conservatives. But one of the absolute worst is our Speaker of the House, John Boehner. I actually thought John Boehner was a legitimate conservative before he took over the gavel from Nancy Pelosi. I've never seen such a complete transformation. Remember when before he took over the gavel, he was a big talking conservative. But now, this guy says he absolutely trusts Obama.
So, do you trust President Obama?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There's no issue there.
He says the debt is not an immediate crisis.
We do not have an immediate debt crisis.
That son of a bitch might as well be the chairman of the DNC. And he's not the only one. Paul Ryan? Are they like holding some of his family hostage or something? I mean, I am so surprised to hear this out of Paul Ryan's mouth.
So we do not have a debt crisis right now, but we see it coming.
Would you mind repeating that whole thing again?
The tears of a clown when there's no one around. Oh yeah.
And then a Republican National Committee report says they think we can be victorious and beat the Democrats by targeting the youth and minorities. How? By digging up dirt on Democrats and going after the MTV vote. The Republicans are going to dig up dirt on somebody. That's a joke. Who's going to cover it? Who's going to cover it besides Fox News? The Republicans could call a live press conference from Michael Jackson's gravesite with video cameras on Obama sleeping in the casket with Michael Jackson and the media wouldn't cover it. I'm telling you.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something if you wanna be with me. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something if you wanna be with me.
what happens when you put in a cage fight a giant in with a midget? To my discovery, I have found that the use of the the use of the M word is no longer socially acceptable. Now, the M word refers to abnormally small people, which to me is, I like that term better than dwarfism.
I stand here as a freed slave.
You know, I just saw this. And you know, it's not the dollar amount. You know, the dollar amount's insignificant. But it's a perfect microcosm of how our public servants are becoming our rulers. Our United States senators are using tax dollars to get their hair cut.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
$350,000 for 100 senators to get haircuts for a year. I mean, 100 senators. What is that? Well, like one haircut a month. No man needs more than one haircut a month, unless you're John Edwards. But you know, it's not the money. Hell, Michelle Obama spends more than that on lunch. Michelle Obama spends more than that for Red Bull. But that right there just shows you how arrogant these people are and how insignificant we are to them. Did you know that our first congressman in this country received no pay? No joke. In fact, it wasn't until 1789 that they got any pay at all, and it was like $6 a day, and they only got paid for the days that they worked. Imagine that. Go back 52 years to 1961, they still just got $22,000. That's acceptable. It wasn't until the 1990s that Congress decided to pay themselves over $100,000 a year. And here we are now, and they're getting closer to $200,000 a year. And that doesn't include those cool haircuts.
Take away all my silver. Take away all my gold.
Did you know that 2 Christians were beheaded by a Muslim in New Jersey? Now, we ain't talking about Pakistan or in the Middle East, in New Jersey. It didn't make the news. It's a complete news blackout. Fortunately, there was a local station that carried the report.
A gruesome double murder mystery tonight in New Jersey. Police say who did it isn't the mystery. Someone's under arrest, in fact. The mystery, they say, is why the accused killer, and this is the gruesome part, cut off 2 men's heads and hands. The victims are reportedly from Jersey City, but their remains were found buried in a town southwest of Philadelphia.
Today, police announced the arrest. 28-year-old Yusuf Ibrahim is in custody.
Imagine if a Christian had done the same thing to Muslims. The media would be having a feeding frenzy, and they'd be drinking their blood. And the insanity of it is that Muslims represent everything that the media wishes Christians were. But we're not.
Give me back my bullets.
This episode is brought to you by BulletNecklace.com. This guy right here. They're made from real bullets. But like union members, they can't be fired. Show your support for the right to bear arms. There's like a dozen different models, and only one of them is over $10. One of my favorite jokes ever is the one about the lady who gets on the bus, and while she's carrying her baby, the bus driver says, "Dang, that's an ugly baby." Well, she gets mad. She's furious. She storms back to the back of the bus and sits down by this guy, and she's so mad. The guy sitting beside her said, "Well, what's the matter, ma'am?" She says, "That bus driver insulted me." And he said, well, I wouldn't take that from him. Won't you, here, you go up there and give him a piece of your mind. I'll hold your monkey for you. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please stop by the website at intellectualfroglegs.com. Sign up for the show alerts. There's also links there to hook up me on Facebook and Twitter. And thank you for the awesome PayPal donations. And some of you guys asked, now we can accept personal checks too. Boom. Everything you need is over at the website. Anyway, please share the videos with your friends. Use force if necessary. And just because you call me an effing MFer, it doesn't make me wrong, you liberal bitchachos.